The history of St. Louis. In 1764, the French settled near the Mississippi and Missouri River of fur trade, so the city of St. Louis was founded. Many ethnic groups migrated into St. Louis, which quickly expanded, becoming more diverse. During the Romantic era, St. Louis had several industries from different cultures help shape the settlement of St. Louis. Ever since then, the city has kept growing and changing. When the French came to the land that would be called St. Louis, they were in an area where flooding wasn't much of an issue, and were near the confluence of the Missouri and Mississippi rivers. The area was a fur post, where different countries could meet and trade their goods. The French named the settlement St. Louis after Louis IX of France. The French left their settlement because of the Louisiana Purchase. As time went on in St. Louis, more ethnic groups started to come in, such as the German, Irish, Italians, and Dutch. This made the city diverse but separate by ethnic groups. For example, the French lived in communities near the Mississippi River, and the Germans lived near the Bevo Mill area. This changed St. Louis by allowing more ethnic groups to come and bring their culture to St. Louis. By the 1890s, St. Louis was the fourth largest city in the nation. The rapid growth of the city continued, and by the year 1900, it was a major manufacturing center. In the city, industries grew due to dominance in the region, access for water and rail transportation, and being in the central location of the nation. This helped many areas with transportation and trade to areas around St. Louis. After 254 years of this, St. Louis still uses water and rail transportation and still manages to continue with expanding industries. Overall, the city of St. Louis has had quite the history from 1764 to present day, starting with the French settling near the Missouri and Mississippi River confluence and naming it after King Louis IX. St. Louis became the fourth biggest city in the nation by the 1890s, with the many immigrants coming in and the industry starting to rise by 1900. So we can thank the French for developing the greatest city in the Show Me State.